Translation Services Chicago has a question for you. Are you thinking about translating your marketing or training materials into another language? Then you've come to the right place. So welcome. My name is Mark Olson, and this is the next in a series of educational videos we're producing to help you better understand how translation services work as it relates to foreign language media production. This video happens to be my personal favorite, the biggest myth about working in a foreign language project. You may be aware that some languages are in fact more wordy than others, which basically means it can take longer to say the same thing in one language than another. The myth is that the video must be expanded to accommodate the new foreign language audio length. This is simply not true. What we're talking about here is the difference between a literal translation, which can be longer, and a colloquial word choice, which can better fit the timings of the English narration. Here's an example of what I'm talking about. We start out by having a bilingual formatted Word document. This simply means that you can see the English on the left and the Spanish translation on the right. You can see that the original Spanish translation on the right is too long. Now here's what we can do to edit the translation to fit the timings. When we use what is called track changes in Microsoft Word, we can now see what text we took out and what text we replaced it with. Once that's done, I will accept the changes. This will get rid of the old text and leave us with just the new text. Now you can see how much better timed this script becomes. Just knowing this should take away a lot of the fear about translating your media into another language. And there are many other tricks of the trade to make the timings come out right without adding more footage to your original videos, when it's done the right way. Having said that, I feel I must address two questions that most of you are probably asking yourself. And that is, what happens to the translation when you take the text out? Aren't you compromising the accuracy? These are very good questions, but the answer here is absolutely not. We never, and let me emphasize that, never compromise the content of any script. So without going into any great detail here, all you have to do is ask yourself, are there more efficient ways to say things in English? The obvious answer to that is yes. Here's a very simple English example of this. I will need to go down to the grocery store and it's too far to walk. Do you mind if I drive your car to get there? Versus, I need to go to the grocery store. Can I borrow your car? Now, I will admit that this is a pretty aggressive edit, and depending on the actual speed and timing of the English source, you may not have to go that far. But if you needed to, it's implied that it's too far to walk, so a car is needed. And the rest is simply a more efficient way to say the same thing. So as you can see, there's a big difference in the actual time it takes to say those two phrases. But the content and the meaning stays the same. I really hope this has helped your understanding of translation services as it relates to working with foreign language media. I want to sincerely thank you for taking the time to view this video. If you would like to explore foreign language translation services further, please don't hesitate to visit the link on the screen, or contact me personally at 312-294-0166, or email me at info@lrsrecording.com. Well, that completes this segment, so bye for now.